After Naruto traveled through time, he finally arrived in the Shippuden timeline. At that moment, the Mega Curie under the joint leadership of Naruto, Nagato, and Konan had already become the strongest fortress in the ninja world. At the same time, the Akatsuki had already captured the tailed beasts from 1 to 7 tails. Naruto was the one who understood the most what it meant for a Jinchuriki to lose their tailed beast, but even so, he did not secretly interfere in the capture of the tailed beasts. Sometimes, sacrificing the interests of a few to save a greater number of people is not coldness, but responsibility. This kind of thinking was something Naruto from 20 years ago would never have had. However, after everything he had been through, he was no longer the naive young man who wanted everything to end perfectly. If the future Akatsuki were not defeated, the entire ninja world would be nothing more than a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. Among the allies Naruto planned to gather in the future were Obito, Madara, and even Kaguya, someone he intended to try to turn into an ally. Because of that, gathering all the tailed beasts was inevitable. In addition, hunting the tailed beast was also the most effective way to make the great ninja nations feel a real crisis. Little by little, the great nations began to realize that a single village alone would never be able to face the Akatsuki. Meanwhile, in a dark cave, the members of the Akatsuki were finally sealing Shukaku, the one tail inside the Geromazo. After the astral projection jutsu was undone, Deidara and Sasori were preparing to leave. However, at that moment, the sealed cave was suddenly broken open. The ones who arrived were young Naruto and Kakashi, who came to support the mission to rescue Gaara. When he saw Deidara sitting on Gaara's body, young Naruto's anger exploded. Instantly, he activated the Nine Tails cloak, and Deidara's smile froze immediately. He remembered the previous Akatsuki meeting when Uzumaki Menma had said that if they encountered the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, it would be best to avoid fighting him directly. Now Deidara finally understood why. Behind Naruto, enormous chakra arms emerged and rushed toward Deidara and Sasori. The two quickly dodged and launched explosive clay, creating a blast that covered everything in smoke. Taking advantage of the chaos, they escaped from the cave. Naruto then picked up Gaara's body and carried it to a safe area. He was about to chase the enemies, but Kakashi stopped him, saying it was not worth chasing enemies who were already fleeing. At that moment, Sakura arrived together with Chiyo, just as it had originally happened. Chiyo used her life transfer technique to bring Gaara back to life. Seeing that scene before him, Naruto clenched his fists tightly. He swore that he would never let any member of the Akatsuki escape again.